Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I've got a great rack. It's balanced. I've got the blank. Do I have a bingo? K and Y slightly non-bingo-y, especially together. But I'm going to squiz through the alphabet and see if I can find one. There may not be one here. Certainly nothing sprang to mind. That's the ing ending, but I'm not seeing a bingo. Still nothing. ILY ending. Like ending. Still nothing. Yonki's not good. Okay, so I'm not seeing a bingo. So I think the choice is between playing KY or Yok. And I think Yok's got to be better in terms of vowel consonant balance. This is quite a good rack leave. I could be missing a bingo here, but I'm not going to spend longer looking for one. Well, not a great pickup, duplicating the vowels I retained. However, I have invitee, and Yok takes an E, and Y takes an E underneath it. So hopefully one of those spots will remain available. Is there a 5 vowel 8 beginning or ending with O? Far more likely to be beginning with one, given my rack. Not seeing one. Yok takes an E and an S after it, nothing else. So do I have any other 7s apart from invitee? And a 7 would be more valuable than an 8 on the board as it stands at the moment. I'll just go through the alphabet while my opponent is waiting to play. Nothing apart from invitee has come to mind. Could be something here. Probably some 8s with this rack. Likewise with the R. Well, I have Vania with the R, so there is a 7 there. That's invitee. Okay, so I have a couple of 7s, both of which play at the moment. Wow, have they both been blocked? Certainly C is a blocky tile, and cabin only takes an S at the end. So there could be an 8 through the N because of EN. But let me consider my 7s first of all. I is good, but NV isn't. Plays beginning with V. I have Vania and Rhea. Great, so I am going to bingo. Can I do better than that? What about a play something OB? No, I don't think so. And what about this option EN? That would certainly be better than the Vania play. Vania sticks a V in column 1. Easy scoring for opponent. Well, I'm thinking that Veninine is good. And I think this is better than the other play. This may not be good, but I'm going to try it because if it comes off, I'll just slap Vania down. Let me just check that this scores more than Vania. It does, 10 more points. It's not good, so That can come off, and I can play Vania for 65. Great, I have Plagued. May not play, but it's a good balanced rack. I don't think Plagued has an anagram. I suspect not too many 8s with this rack, but let me consider the available floaters. Nothing through the V, or the E, or the I. N is a possibility, but I'm not seeing anything, so at the moment the only bingo I can see is Plagued, and that doesn't play. Cabin has been a really blocky play. Just considering row J in case Plagued slots in, but it doesn't. And KI only takes an S in front. So an S is going to be quite valuable on this board, both for hooking cabin and for going in front of KI. Just looking again at the I think that's the most promising floater, but G, U and P don't go well together, so I suspect not many bingos with these tiles. So what do I have through the V if opponent doesn't take that spot? Well, Vug would be quite nice. The rack lever plead is reasonably synergetic and bingo-y. Rear takes nothing in front, it takes an L afterwards. Looking at the N, I have the UN prefix, but no bingo is coming to mind. Opponent taking a while with this move. It is possible he could create a spot for Plagued if he placed an O or a U, 2 squares beneath the V. I could play Gavel for more points than Vug, but the rack leave would be significantly worse. I have the up prefix. I have the ED ending. Okay, so nice score for opponent. He obstructs the V. He also provides quite a few floaters. Do any of them assist? Wow, I think I would have had plumaged if the M had been further to the right. I'm not seeing anything with the A or the J or the O. Now Vug has been blocked. I could play Gut at the top. Not a huge number of points. Rack leave quite nice. So that would be 26. What about Vague? Not sure about Vague, but I think it's good, and that's 48 points. Yes, fantastic. I was just readying myself for a second play of the game to come off, but it didn't, and I lead by about 70 points. Not a great rack, it's balanced. No duplicates, but it's not bingo-y. Opponent looks like he may be struggling with vowels. Still a ton of E's to come. I don't have a vowel for going next to MI, so I don't have a play in column 1. What I do have is a W and P for going after jar. Do I have anything down here? And I'm not sure I do. ATT is good. But Toop TWP doesn't play. So what about a play in column 2? Now well, what I can see is Laupit for 36. The alternative or the move I was considering before I saw that is, and that may not be good, it may be just with a U, but column 2, I could have a play beginning PLO. So I could play plough, stopping 1 square short of the double word square, but scoring well. And I can't see a 5-letter play in that spot. However, I think I will see if Laupit stays on the board. And it doesn't. Ouch. Okay. So, what else to consider? What about a play beginning next to JA? PL. Plin or plon? Wow, I think I am stymied here as well. How unfortunate. That would have been a big score. Nothing else goes after OI that I've got. There are no plin words. There are no plon words. I'm slightly hesitating about plough. Rackleaf's not terrible. I am getting rid of 2 of my scoring tiles. The score is good. It's just this 1 square short of the double word square. Is there really nothing better? I can't make much use of this double word square. I think the best I can do is OW, but that keeps F and P. I'm going with plough. Not great. Still 4 S's to come. And I'm not going to be able to take that spot out next turn. I don't have a vowel for going next to the W. I don't have a vowel for going next to MI, which would be an A. And overall this rack's pretty ropey. No vowels for going underneath the N either. What I didn't consider last turn was just plays in row D beginning JA. It's possible there would have been something worth doing there. With this play, I'm looking to play off the F and sort out the duplicates. And at the moment, I'm not seeing any good way of doing that. The best I can see is Finney in column 5. And that may be worth doing because that will neutralise the JA scoring. But only 14 points. Well, opponent comes to my rescue, because this is going to score more, 22 points. Finn has a number of hooks, but any play in column 14 will open column 15. Can I do any better than this? Tyre is good, so that's 22. Well, Fern stops 1 square short of the double, so I don't want to do that. I'm going with Finn. There are quite a few hot spots on the board after this. Once I play Finn, there's column 14. There's the area around Plough, and there's the JA spot. So at least 2 of those will remain available for me to have first shot at. Wow, that looks very close to a bingo. Gosh, great bingo by opponent, 104 points. Playing the Q and beginning with the L, absolutely superb spot. I now trail by 50. Can I come back with a bingo? And I'm not seeing a 7. There could be one here, but I'm not seeing it. And it would almost certainly play in column 14. Is there a play with this rack plus an N? Not seeing a play. And another floating N available in Vania. 10 minutes on my clock, 38 tiles in the bag. I've got the interprefix with MO. No O's available for motioner or remotion. Lalix provides no floaters at all. What about AT? No, not seeing anything. What about W? That's hopeless. DO? No. So let me just consider each tile in turn, looking for 7s. Can't see anything beginning with E or I, M, N, O, R, T. So what other floaters have I not considered? Well, there's the I of Finn because of TYER. So this rack plus an I. Not seeing anything. Wow, this looked like a rack, a bingo-y rack. And I really could do with a bingo, but I'm not seeing one. I'm looking at this N again. What am I thinking of? Not seeing anything. So, how to sort this rack out? I'm not massively behind. Well, I could play Moa. 31 points. INT's not bad. Moa does take an S. Still 3 S's to come. However, I trail. I'm wrecking the rack, which is a real shame. And I'm reluctant to give this rack up. I feel I may be overlooking a bingo, and it could be quite high probability. I'm also slightly concerned that I'm creating another big S hook. I'm mindful of the time. What about a play down here? Maybe using up O. I haven't seen anything yet. Can I extend this to get it doubled? Don't think so. 7 minutes on my clock. I do need to play quickly now. And I am going to play in this spot. Yeah, and I don't need to stick the R on the end of that. That's fine on my rack. Mo for 29. I'm not sure about Finiter. I don't think it's good. Niftier is good. And that plays in row B. It also plays in column 14. I will be bingoing. Fantastic. I thought this wasn't going to be a bingo-y rack, but it definitely is. Any other spots for it? Any better bingos? And I'm going to play this pretty quickly because I've burnt a lot of time. I've got only 7 minutes on my clock. 13 on opponents. A play in column 14 is going to open column 15, but so is a play in row B, so both of my niftier spots are dangerous. EF takes an F and a T, but my bingo doesn't play there. And opponents has really taken out column 14. So I'm forced to play in row B. Can I play it any further to the left? No. Anywhere else for niftier? Not quite. Great. I don't have to think anymore. Niftier for 80. Wow, fantastic. I draw the second blank, and the rest of the rack not too shabby. And I only trail. I don't trail at all. I trail by 40. Wow, 78 points for opponent. Brutal. But I'm only 40 down. I've got the blank. I don't think there's going to be a bingo with this rack. If there is, the blank will probably be a vowel. So let me just consider 6 minutes on my clock. A, E, I, O, U. Not seeing anything. What about just sticking the W here? For 26 points. This rack leave is pretty good. It's not brilliant, but it's quite good. I'm stopping opponent from scoring massively in that spot. Yeah, I'm going with this. And I draw the H. Not great. Let me check the remaining vowels. 10 out of 24, so slightly vowel dry. Opponent gets 18 for Cougar. He leads by 35. 5 minutes on my clock. There is this floating E of Grazer for a play ending in E. 11 tiles in the bag. Any other floaters? There's the I of Niftier. Does that give me a bingo? So I have the in prefix. I have the Ms prefix. Not seeing anything. So, how to sort this rack out? I could do with playing the H for score and another consonant without blocking bingo lanes. So what I could do is NOH here. Decent score, 29 points. And an okay rack leave. I'm going with this. Brutal pickup, V and U. And it's really the V that's the problem, since I only have one vowel. I have rivulets in column 13. Wow. Hope that remains available. And if it doesn't, I can play Gov down from the G of Cougar, getting rid of both problem tiles. And I would just need a single vowel to be in good shape. Do I have an alternative bingo to rivulets? Could easily be blocked. There could be something through NE. There's a new bingo lane in row N. Again, let me consider the blank as an I with fantastic 26 points for opponent, but more to the point, rivulets remains available. Rivulets for 72. Bang! I empty the bag, I've got rash on my rack, and I lead by 40. Opponent's got expense. Does that go down? Wow. I don't think it does. Gosh. Well, if it doesn't, I've escaped from jail. Bottom not good. SE not good. But there could be a big X spot somewhere. 4 minutes on my clock, so I have plenty of time. Can I go out in one? Aura is good, so I have rash, bar, and aura. Do I have a second out? I have hearts in row G. Very low score, but it's always useful to know that you can go out in one. And I think that should be enough. It really depends on how much opponent can get for his X. Maybe there's a 6-setter play in column 14. He's got the S for going on the end of bot. He's got an E for going after fin. 9 minutes on his clock. I don't think there are any extensions to Grazer, certainly nothing I've got. I do finally have an A for Ami, but I can't go out in that spot. What I can do though is play Ra, just in case my outplay doesn't score enough and Ra does the job. Probably unlikely. So, what's the very best I can do with Rash? And I think Ra's is its only anagram. I actually have Ra's in column 14, making tar, and sh. That may be the best spot. 19 points for Rash in column N. Just 17 for Ra's in column 14, so Rash still has the edge. No outplay in row F, getting the H over the E. What about a play making Jaws? This rack plus an I. Well, there's Arish and Hares, but nothing which works. 8 minutes on opponent's clock. Look at that beautiful sight. Rivulet's always fun to play a bingo with a V and a U. This plough S-hook never got taken, and it's not going to be taken by me. Have I exhausted the Rash spots? Well, Skit is good, but Shart isn't. Grazers is good. What's opponent scored? 42 points. He leads by 2 points, but I've still got Rash in row N, so this game is won. What's the best I can do? Just looking at the S of Rivulets, I don't have a play through that. Now, what about Raths? I think this is good. Let's find out if it is. It's 25 points. And it is good. So, what do I normally do? That's it. And final score, 423 for my opponent, 456 for me, a winning margin of 33 points, so a huge win. Let's see what I missed. Whoops. It was me to go fast. Great, no missed bingo here. Could have played Coiny for 28. Went with Yok, keeping slightly vowel-heavy rack leave, or an equal number of vowels, and I paid the price. Opponent plays Cabin, and now Vania was the only bingo. Nice play by opponent, 38 points. I have Plagued, but nowhere for it. And I played Vagued for 48. Could also have played Paved through the same V for the same score, but I think a worse rack leave. I think PL is going to be, well, it's not going to be worth very much, but I suspect GLU is going to be worth -3 or 4, and maybe PL 0 or +1. So Vagued in a better play, I think. Opponent's rack, a ton of eyes, plays Lit Eye to sort that out. And now, this was a troublesome rack. I tried Loup it and it came off. And in the end I went with Plough. I didn't much like it, but only because of the S hook. Opponent's rack plays tie. Fern K11. Well, stopping one square short of column 15 with all of the S's to come. I don't like that. So I went with Finn, and I prefer it. Fantastic spot by opponent. Laliques also had Quinellas through the N of Finn. But superb spot. And now I trail by 48 points. And I have this rack. I couldn't find a bingo. Was there one? No, there wasn't. Fantastic. So, I play Mo for 29. And I could have got more points. A few more points. But wrecking the rack. So, just going back, Mo keeps Trin. And Mentor, J14. Well, stopping one square short of row O, but setting that aside, just considering score and rack leave, is Trin 6 points better than I? And I would say it is. I's going to be worth about -1, I think. And Trin's got to be worth about 5, maybe. Any vowel makes it pretty good. So I think they're going to be close. And in that case, I prefer the better rack leave. Opponent's rack plays bot. And now I have Niftier for 80, and this is where the game tilted on its axis. Suddenly, I lead by 40 points. But opponent comes straight back with a massive play of Grazer for 78. And now I trail by 40. But I have the final blank with 18 tiles in the bag. So I played Jaw for 26, and I like that. Quite a good rack leave, and I do not want to expedite the end of the game when I trail. Opponent plays Cougar, and I now trail by 35 with 11 in the bag. No bingo here. I play No for 29. Which I was grateful to spot because I hadn't seen anything else. Opponent's rack. Wow, thought he may have missed something there. Plays Dado for 26. And I have this unpromising rack, but look at that, Rivulets for 72. What a glorious sight. And now I lead by 40, and opponent has expense, but nowhere for it. So he plays X's for 42, which was a pretty good spot. And he takes the lead, but only by 2 points, and it's not enough. Because, well, I have Raths for 25. I could have got 1 more point. N3. Raz, CH, Oz, and Moa. So 1 point shipped at the death. But Raths was still a decent score. And I ran out a 30-point winner. So, what a game. Absolutely cracking game. Slightly slow start, but then Vania went down and the board opened up. And the game massively swang towards the end with Rivulets putting me into the lead and then opponent coming back with Grazers and my needing a bingo with Rivulet. So it was Niftier which gave me the lead. Then opponent slaps Grazers down and I needed the bingo which Rivulets provided. So what a game. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you next time.